logical database design. That is how to convert ER diagrams into the relations. For every entity set of the ER diagram, we need to create a table. Even for the relationship sets, we need to create some tables. Sometimes there may be relationship sets, sometimes there may be relationship sets with descriptive attributes. Means attributes on the relationship sets. So for the descriptive attributes also we need to create, some tables. So finally the ER diagrams, the entity relationship diagrams are getting converted into the tabular forms, the tabular representations. Into the tables we will be storing the data. Remember, while creating tables you need to take care of the constraints. Constraints in the sense the primary keys, foreign key references. We need to take care of the constraints, that is the primary key, foreign key references. Of course, sometimes there are specialized constraints like check constraints, unique constraints, and all these constraints we need to take care while creating the tables. And also, while creating the tables, not only for the entity sets we create the tables, we also create tables for the relationship sets. For the relationship sets also we'll be creating tables. And sometimes unary relations, we will be creating tables for the unary relations. Means that entity gets related to that entity. The same entity gets related to same entity. For example, there is a person class. If I say person marries a person, the first one is person, second one is also person. Of course, there is a gender change. There is a gender change. Then, though there is one entity set, that is a person entity set, the relation is getting changed. One is male, another is female. The relation is getting changed, and hence two tables are to be created. One table is for person, another table is for relation. The male is marrying female, male is marrying female. Unary relation, the relation, a relationship set getting related with the same relation. That's called as a unary relation. A unary relation is getting related to the same entity is called as a unary relation. Here we will be creating two tables. One is for entity set, another is for relationship set. In unary relationship set, we create two tables, that is two relations, two tables, and we store the data. And also you are translating relationship sets with the key constraints. That is the primary key, foreign key references, primary key, foreign key references, check constraints. This is what we discussed in our last class. And also we had a discussion on weak entity set. A weak entity set is always dependent on strong entity set. A weak entity set will not have any primary key. Weak entity set will not have any primary key. A weak entity set is always dependent on strong entity set. For that also we need to create tables. A weak entity set is represented by a double lined box or a thick lined box. And the weak entity set and strong entity set we need to create the tables. And also you hang the hierarchical relation is a relation. For example, employee is a hourly worker, employee is a contract worker. Then employee is a superclass, hourly worker is a subclass, contract worker is a subclass. Superclass subclass relations will be maintained. Superclass subclass relations will be maintained. And for those also we need to create tables. Of course, you can create the tables, three tables, or with the two tables you can manage the thing. Anyway, it is correct. This is what we discussed in the previous class. It is a recap of the previous class. In this class, let us have a discussion on views. Right. Let us have discussion on data abstraction, base table and views, introduction to views, views and data independency, updates on views, destroying or altering the tables and views. Let us have a discussion on all this, the three levels of data abstraction, which we already discussed about this. Anyhow, once again we'll see. The outcomes of today's class should be the three levels of data abstraction, base tables and views, the difference between base table and views, introduction to views, data independence and security, updates on views, destroying or alter tables and views. So these points should be the outcome of today's class, and we'll have the three levels of data abstraction. You already witnessed this diagram. We discussed in your first unit. We discussed this diagram. Three levels of data abstraction. Whenever you store the data, the data is being stored in three. One is called as the physical level. The physical level, how the data is recorded is called as a physical level. How the data is recorded is called as a physical level. This is being bothered by the system administrators or the system programmers, and we need not care about the physical level generally. Logical level deals with what data is recorded. What is recorded is nothing but logical data independence. What is recorded? What data is recorded is nothing but logical data independence. How the data is recorded is a physical level. How the data is recorded is nothing but physical level. What is recorded is nothing but the logical level. And what is seen? You might have recorded lot of data. You might have recorded lot of data, but what is visible on screen? What is seen? What is visible on screen? What is visible on screen? That is nothing but the view level. How the data recorded is physical level. Of course, we don't bother about this as a application programmers. As application programmers, we are least bothered about how the data got recorded. What is recorded? What is recorded is nothing but the logical level. What is recorded is nothing but it is a logical level. What is seen? There may be a lot of data is recorded in the disk, but I'm able to see only some piece of data, some fragment of data, some portion of the data. So what is seen on the screen is nothing but that is a view level. These are the three levels of data abstraction, but now we are going to focus on this view level of data abstraction. What is seen on the screen? There may be a lot of data, but I'm able to see only some portion of the data. Some portion of the data I'm able to see. That is nothing but the view level. In our class now we are going to focus on the view level of the data. Let us go ahead with some example. Right. All of you be alert. Let us examine this. Let us study this table. This is the base table. Base table and views. Base table is different. Views is different. Base table is different. View is different. This is different. This is different. Base table is different, and view is different. What actually stored is nothing but a base table. What actually stored is nothing but it is a base table. Now you observe here, I am creating a table called employee table. All of you be alert. I am creating a table called employee table. In this employee table, you are having different employees. Employee number 101, Vasu belongs to 10th department. Gopi belongs to 30th department, Razu 20th department, Hari 30th department, Giri 10th department, Kumar 30th department, Prem 10th department, Ram 10th department, Ganesh 20th department, and Seshu 20th department. These are all the employees who are working for various departments. This is actual data. This is nothing but the logical level. What is stored? This is stored. This is nothing but the logical level. This is the complete data recorded. This is nothing but what is stored in the table. What is stored in the table? This is nothing but the base table, and it contains this complete information. This is called base table. Now listen carefully. For 10th department, there is one manager. For 20th department, there is one manager. For 20th department, there is one manager. Let us think so. For 30th department, there is one manager. For 10th department, there is one manager. For 20th department, there is one manager. For 30th department, there is one manager. When 10th department manager sees, he should get only the vision of only 10th department employees, not all. If 10th department manager sees, he should visualize only 10th department employees. He is least bothered about 20th and 30th department employees. I need to create a view. I need to create a view. So if the manager of the 10th department, if the manager of the 10th department sees, if the manager of the 10th department sees the view, he is able to see, only 10th department employees. You observe here, department 10 view, this is a view. If the manager of the 10th department sees, he is able to see only 10th department employees, 101, 105 Giri, 107 Prem and 108 Ram. He can't see rest of the department employees, 20th and 30th department employees, he can't see. This is called as a view. A view is nothing but it is an extraction from the base table. This is the original table, this is the base table, this is the original table. From this original table, a view always extracts the required information. If the 10th department manager sees a department 10 view, department 10 is a view, he can see only the details of 10th department employees only. He can't see rest of the department because he is least bothered. Suppose similarly, if there is a manager of 20th department, he is the manager of 20th department. The manager of 20th department is seeing department 20. Then through this he is able to see the employees details of only department 20. The heading should be here. The heading should be department 20. As department 20 only. He can see only the department, I'm sorry, this is department 30, I think so. So the heading is changed. Department 30 only. He is able to see the employees of department 30 only. Department 30. Similarly, if the manager is watching through department 20, he is able to visualize only 20th department employees. 10th department employee, if he sees department 10 view, he can see only 10th department. Rest of the employees are kept hidden. He can't see rest of the employees. So he will be in a notion, he will be in a false notion, a pseudo notion that only 10th department employees are there. None are available in the computer because he is visualizing the view of 10th department. The manager of department 30, if he sees, he is able to see only department 30 employees. Department 30 employees only he is able to see. If the manager of department 20 sees, he is able to see only department 20 employees. He is unable to see rest of the employees. So the required data is only visible, rest of the data is kept hidden. So this is a view. A view is nothing but it is an extraction, it is a logical window, which is focused on base table. A view is logical, but base table is physical. This is actual data available. When he peeps through view, we will create a view for the sake of department 10 manager. If he peeps through view, if he sees the view, then he is getting the data of only department 10 employees. See here, department 10 employee, department 10 employee, department 10 employee, department 10 employee, department 10 employee. So this is a view which is framed from the base table. He is getting the data from the base table into view. From the base table, he will get the data into the view and he will be watching the view. From the base table, this is the original table. From the base table, he will get the required data into the view and he will be watching the view. So a view is a logical window which is arranged on the base table. Or in other words, from the base table, the required data is being extracted. The required data is being extracted by the view. The required data is being extracted by the view. Example, you observe here. I want to see only details of officers. You observe this. I want to see the details of only officers view. Whenever I switch on my computer, I'm interested to see only the details of officers. Who are officers? Whose salary is greater than 80,000 are called officers. Whose salary is greater than 80,000 are called officers. I want to visualize the data of only officers. Officers data. Now you observe here, you are able to, I created a view. How to create view, I will explain you later. I created a view whose salary is greater than 80,000. 80,000, I want to see. I created a view. How to create view, we will discuss. The salary is greater than 80,000. So you are getting 101 Vasu 90,000. 101 Vasu 90,000. 103 Razu 80,000. 103 Razu 80,000. 80,000. 107 Prem 95,000. 107 Prem 95,000. All these are the employees whose salary is greater than 80,000. Ram is 84,000. Ram is 84,000. These are all called officers. All these are called officers. So if I see, I'll get only details of the officers. Officers is a view. The officers is called as a view. So if I visualize officers, if I see officers, I'll get only the details of officers who are nothing but the salaries are greater than 80,000. Now listen, while creating view, you can filter rows, you can filter columns. While creating view, you can filter rows, you can filter columns. Column filtering, row filtering is possible. Here I am filtering rows 101, 105, 107, 108. Only the required rows of department 10 are visualized. Only the required rows of department 30 are visualized. Only required rows of department 20 are visualized. The required rows are visualized. Similarly, required columns, only required columns can be visualized. You can do horizontal as well as vertical fragmentation. You can do horizontal as well as vertical fragmentation. In the sense, horizontal fragmentations means required rows. Vertical fragmentation means required columns. You observe this officers view. You are able to see only the officers whose salary is greater than 80,000, and I am not seeing the department ID. I am seeing SSN number, employee name and salary. I don't want to see the department ID. I am least bothered. I am least bothered about the department ID. I am not seeing. I don't want that. So you can eliminate the columns. If you are not interested in certain columns, you can eliminate. You are not interested in certain rows, you can eliminate, and you can see only the required. You can extract only the required information from the base table. Views are always created on the base table. Department 10 is a view which is created on base table employee. Department 20 is a view which is created on base table employee. Department 30 is a base table which is created on employee. Officers is a view which is created on the base table employee. So employee is called the base table. This is original table. Employee is called base table, that is original table. On original table you are creating views. I hope this is clear. A view is a logical window. It is a logical window which is constructed conditionally on base table. A view is only a logical window which is constructed conditionally as per the user's specification and requirement on base table. So base table is different, view is different. For view, you will get the data from the base table. For view, you will be getting data from the base table. That is a concept. Dear students, I expect you are following. Just we go through one more on base table and view. Just for clarity, I am giving you one more example on base table and view. You observe here, I created a student table. There is a table called student table. In student table, you are having student numbers, names, class, which class they are studying, and average marks. This is the base table. This is the original table which I am calling it as a base table. 101 Vasu, 102 Gopi, Razu, Hari, Giri, Kumar, Prem, Ram, Ganesh and Seshu. Let me say these are all the students who are studying 9th class, 10th class, 9th class, 10th class, 9th class, 10th class. And their average marks are here. I want the list of distinction students separately. Whenever I see, I should see only distinction students. Whenever I see, I should see only the first class students. Whenever I see, I should see only the ninth class students. Whenever I see, I should see only 10th class students. I want some views to be created. I want to see only views to be created. For example, ninth class teacher. Ninth class teacher should see only ninth class students. The teacher is least bothered about 10th class. Similarly, the 10th class teacher should see only 10th class students details. Should see only 10th class student details. She is least bothered about ninth class. So I should create views for them. This is the base table. This is the actual table. I'll create a view with some condition. Using some condition, I'll create a view. With the help of view, ninth class teacher can see only ninth class students. Ninth class teacher can see only ninth class students. That is, can see Vasu, ninth class, Giri, ninth class, Kumar, ninth class, Ram, ninth class, Seshu, ninth class. This is the importance of view. This is the importance of view creation. Here, only ninth class, 10th class, ninth class. So, only ninth class students are visualized here. This is another view. I'm saying class 10. This is another view. This is class 10. This is another view. This view is created for the class for the teacher, 10th class teacher. So from this view, class 10 view, from this view, if you see, you can visualize Gopi, Razu, Hari, Prem, and Ganesh. All these are the 10th class students. From where this data you are getting? You are getting from this base table. The view is always dependent on base table. From the base table, you will be getting the data into the view. Example, I want to see only distinction students. Distinction students are those students who are greater than 70. See here, this view is created, Vasu 84. You are getting the details of Vasu 84. Average is 84. You are getting the details of Gopi. Average is 92% average. And you are getting 106, that is Kumar, details of Kumar. You are getting the details of Prem, details of Prem. You are getting the details of Ganesh, details of Ganesh. You are getting the details of Seshu, details of Seshu. From where these details are brought? From the base table. So base table is a original table which is physically existing. A view is a pseudo table which is a logical window on the base table. So whenever we will be activating views, because I am interested to see distinction students. I'm least bothered about the rest of the students. Then I will call this view distinction. When I call this view distinction, I will get the details of all who are distinction students. Suppose I want to see first class students. First class students are those who are greater than 60 and less than 70. Greater than 60 and less than 70. I'll create a view, first class. Whenever I open first class, I'll get this data. 67 Hari. Hari is 67. He is in between 60 and 70. He is a first class student. Ram is 69. Where is that Ram? 69. He is a first class student. Between 60 and 70 is a first class student. So whenever I peep into this view, first class, I can visualize only these two students. Whenever I peep into distinctions, I can see only these students. These are called views. Here you can see I'm not seeing average. I filtered the column. I'm least bothered about average. I don't want average. Only say student number, name, and class. I don't want average of the student. I'm least bothered about the average of the student. Right? These are called views. A base table is different, views are different. Views are always dependent on base table. The views are logical windows of the base table. This is the point you need to observe. Dear students, any doubts?
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, how can we rate if you want class 10 and distinction?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Multiple conditions where class equals to 10 and average is greater than 70. You can create a view with combinations, logical operators. I'll train you. Multiple conditions, creating views on multiple tables. So be cool. In any way, any combinations you can extract the data. I will train you. multiple conditions. In C language, you use AND operator. Similarly, where class equals to 10 and average greater than 70, then views will be created with the 10th class distinction students. Right? Using logical operators, you can do that. Views can also be created. Views can also be created on multiple tables. On multiple tables. To create view, you should say create view name, create view. This is the command. I'll demonstrate you practically in laboratory session. For time being, there is a command called create view name. Create view name. What columns you require? I want name, I want SID and course. These are the three columns required in the view. I want name, I want SID, I want courses. Name, SID and courses. I want these three columns. Name, SID and courses. I want these three columns. These three columns in a view as create view name. This is the view name. B students is a view name. And in this view, I want these three columns, 1, 2, 3, three columns as select name, SID and course ID, name, select name, SID and course ID from students. This is the base table. From students, this is the base table. Enrolled, this is another base table. You are extracting from multiple tables. You are extracting the data not from one table, from multiple tables. From students, comma, enrolled. There are two base tables. From two base tables, you are extracting data and you are projecting in the view called B students. Here where whom you require, where s.sid equals to e.sid and end operator and grade equals to B. Who secured B grade? Who secured B grade? I want only B grade students. Once again you listen. Create view name. Create view. You are creating a logical window. The name of the logical window is B students, means B grade students, B students. In this view, what columns should be there? Name, SID and course. Name, SID and course. These columns should exist as select. You are selecting name, SID and course ID. Name, SID and course ID. That is student ID and course ID. You are selecting from. From where you are selecting? These are the base tables. From student is one base table. Enrolled is another base table. From student, enrolled, where the SID equals to EID. This is one condition. We will discuss that later. And whose grade is equals to B. Who secured B grade? I want details of only those students. Now a view got created like this. Vasu, his student number is 101. His course is Java. He is a student who got B grade. Gopi, his SID is 107 and his course is Java. In Java he got B grade. Razu, 118, his course is C++ and he got B grade. In this view, these are all the students who are B grade students, grade B students. So if you say select asterisk from B grade, select asterisk from B grade, B students, select asterisk from B students, you will get this data, Vasu, Gopi and Raju's data. You get Vasu, Gopi and Raju's data. You get this data, Vasu, Gopi and Raju's data will be displayed. So views can be created on multiple tables also, not on single table. On multiple tables also you can create views. Remember, if view is working, that implies it is getting data from base table. If there is no base table, there is no view. And the advantage of views is data independency, security and views. These are the advantages. Views means only the required data can be obtained so that you can avoid confusion. Organizing becomes easy. And speed can be increased, indexing. Unnecessary data can be filtered. Only required data can be projected so that the speed of execution gets increased and it will be well organized. That is one of the advantage of views. There is data independency. There may be a lot of data. I am least bothered about the complete data. I want only B grade students. I'll get it. I want to see only the 10th department employees. I can see only 10th department employees. I'm least bothered about rest. There may be hell of data. So it is independent of irrelevant data. only required data can be fetched. The physical data independency, logical data independency, conceptual, that is a logical or conceptual data independency, and view level data independency can be obtained with the help of view. And above all this, security is very important point. The advantage of view is security is very important. Security is very important in views. And what is this security? Suppose in organization there are 100 employees belong to the 10th department, 20th department and 30th department. As a manager of 10th department employee, a 10th department, as a manager of 10th department, I should see only 10th department employees. I don't have any right to tamper, to modify or to update or to delete the data of 20th and 30th department employees. If the complete data is visualized to me, I am 10th department boss, I am the manager of 10th department. If complete data is visualized, I may tamper, I may disturb, I may destroy the data of 20th and 30th department. There is that possibility. Why should that possibility is to be given? For 10th department manager, he should bother about only 10th department employees. Should not interfere with the data of other departments. Security is important. Data security can be obtained with the help of views. So, this is a beautiful concept which provides data independency, avoids the clumsiness and confusion, and provides a lot of security with the help of views. A lot of security is being provided with views. Right. The next one is updates on views. We'll have a discussion on updates on views. I created a view called good students, and this is the good students which contains two columns. Good students is a view which contains two columns, student ID and GPA, whose GPA is greater than 3 are called as good students. I am taking this data good students, create view. I created the view called good students from the base table students. Students is a base table, original table. The students is a table which contains all GPAs, that is 1 GPA, 2 GPA, 1.5, 2.5, 3 and all GPAs. This is the base table. Students is the base table which contains the complete data. But I am creating a view called good students which contains only two columns, student ID and GPA. Select student ID and GPA from students where GPA is greater than 3. Whose GPA is greater than 3, whose GPA is greater than 3 are being selected. Whose GPA is greater than 3 are selected. And only those set of students are being called as a good students. Good students is a view and students is a base table. Good students is a view and students is a base table. I created a view. Now you observe here. I can update the view. I can modify the view. Suppose a student got 4. In view, I noticed a student got 4. I came to know it is not 4, it is 4.25. It is not 4, it is 4.25. I felt his data is 4.25. 4.25 is a data. 4.25 is a data. Then I can update the view. I can modify the data through view. When data is modified through view, the modification affects the base table. Listen carefully. When data is updated in the view, then the data of the base table gets affected. The base table gets updated. I just repeat. In a view, if a data is updated, that updation affects the corresponding base table because the data is fetched from the base table into the view. If view is updated, base table is updated. If base table is updated, view is updated, vice versa. I repeat once again. If view is updated, the corresponding base table gets updated. When base table is updated, view gets updated. This is the point to be observed. Into view, you can insert new data, you can update the data, and of course you can delete the data. You can update the data, you can insert the data, you can delete the data from the view. And whatever DML activities you perform, all the DML activities, whatever DML activities you perform, all the DML activities will affect the base table, the corresponding base table. While updating a view or while inserting data into the view, generally we use a command called with check option. There is a command called with check option. While updating data into the view, while inserting data into the view, generally we use one command called with check option. With check option. What is the purpose of with check option? We will examine in the next slide. Just we will examine the purpose of with check option. Remember, while inserting data into view or updating the data, we use one command called with check option. What is the purpose of with check option? What is the purpose of with check option? We will study. With check option. The purpose of with check option we will study. For example, I created a view of 10th department. This is the base table. This is the original table. This is the original table. I created a view of 10th department. So if I see this view, if I visualize this view, if I see this view, if I watch this view, if I see this view, department 10, only 10th departments are visualized. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Who are these? Vasu, Giri, Prem, Ram. These are all 10th department employees. From where you got? From the base table you got. You got Vasu from the base table. You got Giri from the base table. You got 107 Prem from the base table. You got 108 from the base table. You got 111. Right. We'll discuss up to here. Now, what I done is, listen carefully. Into 10th department, I inserted employee number, SSN number, social security number as 111, name is Giri, salary as 66,000, and I inserted department as 30. Listen this carefully here. Here there is the actual point. Into this I can insert 10th department employees. This is the view which is created exclusively for the sake of 10th department employees. Into this view I am inserting. I inserted 111, Giri, 66,000, but I am not saying 10th department. I said 30th department. If I say 30th department, that gets inserted into the base table. I inserted into the view. If I inserted into the view, automatically this data gets inserted into the base table. Now you observe here 111, Giri, 66,000 and 30th department got inserted. But if I inserted in the view, automatically that got inserted into the base table. Now the point is, this is the view exclusively created for the sake of 10th department employees. But I am inserting 30th department, which is wrong. I should not do that. But if I insert, it is accepting. It should not accept in such case. In order to reject this, only 10th department employees are to be inserted or deleted. If I am trying to insert 20th department or 30th department employee, it should bounce. It should not accept. For that we use a command called with check option. If I use with check option while inserting or updating, will not allow 30th department employee to be inserted into the view of 10th department. This is the view which is created for the sake of exclusively for 10th department employees. So if I enter 10th department, it will accept. If I enter 30, it will bounce. If at all you use with check option. If you don't use this with check option, it will accept 30th department also. It should not accept. So if you use check option with check option, it accepts only 10th department employees. The rest of the departments will be bounced, will be rejected. That is the point you need to observe. That is the importance of with check option.
Sir?
Yeah.
సార్ ఒకవేళ మనం ఇప్పుడు డిపార్ట్మెంట్ లో 30 బదులు 10 ని అప్డేట్ చేస్తే అప్డేట్ అవుతుందా సార్?
Yes, it gets updated. Other than 10, if you give, and if at all you use with check option while creating view, it will not accept this row. It shows error. Got it? Okay. Good. May I know your name?
Sir, Srivatsa.
Srivatsa, I appreciate you. You are asking very freely. You are asking doubts. I'm very happy. I expect the same from rest of the students, boys and girls. You feel free to interact and ask the doubts. Please ask doubts. Please ask doubts. That's point number one. Point number two, Srivatsa, my simple suggestion for you is
Sir.
you ask me doubts. Better you try to ask doubts in English
Okay,
so
sir.
that the communication skills gets increased. Hmm?
Okay. Okay, sir.
ఈవెన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ లో అడిగితే నేమో అని నీకు డౌట్ ఉంటే తెలుగులో అడుగు బట్ యూ ట్రై టు ఆస్క్ డౌట్స్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ట్రై వీ విల్ ఎన్హాన్స్ అవర్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ స్కిల్స్ రైట్
Okay, sir.
ఓకే రైట్ శ్రీవత్స ఐఎమ్ హ్యాపీ విత్ యూ నీడ్ టు ఆస్క్ మీ డౌట్స్ రైట్ we will proceed to the next concept. We discussed about the check options. There are some options called restrict and cascade. Restrict and cascade. What is this restrict and cascade? Means restrict and cascade. There are two options. Suppose if I drop the table, views will not work out. If I drop the table, views will not work out. That is the point. Views will not work out. You observe here. When there is no base table, how views can work? View is a logical window which is created on base table. If at all the base table is dropped, if at all the base table is removed, views will be deactivated. Views will not work out. But view will be there but with no data. View will be there but no data. Views will not work. That is a point to be remembered. On a base table, I created views. I created 4 views. On a base table, I created 4 views. Good. Views are working, base table is working. Now, because of some reasons, I demolished the base table. I destroyed the base table. Now, views are there, but they will not work because there is no base table. That's the point to be remembered. While dropping the table, we use 2 commands called restrict and cascade. Coming to the restrict, restrict destroys the student table unless some views or integrity constraints refer to the students. If so, the command fails. If so, the command fails. Restrict destroys the student table unless some view or integrity constraints refers to the students. If so, the command fails. Means, you listen carefully. Suppose on students table, students is a base table. On this table, there are some views. On student table, there are some views. Now, if I want to delete student, it will not be deleted because there are dependent views, and hence, if I use the command restrict, if at all there are some views or constraints, the table will not be deleted. It says there are some dependents on this table, and hence I can't delete. That is restrict. If at all I use cascade instead of restrict, if I use cascade, the base table will be deleted. Along with the base table, views also will be deleted automatically. That is cascading. Once again, I just repeat. I created some views on the base table. The base table is the original table. I created 4 views. Let me say I created 4 views on the base table. If I am dropping the table, drop table means I am demolishing the table print. That is the base table I am dropping. With the command restrict, then what happened with the command restrict? Then what happens? If there are any views on the base table, the table will not be dropped. The table will not be demolished. It says that there are some constraints and views depending on me, and hence I cannot be dropped. Instead of restrict, if I use a command cascade, drop table students is the base table, cascade. Then what happens if the table students is dropped? Automatically, the dependent views and constraints will be dropped. That is the purpose of cascade. Suppose I want to drop the view. I don't want view. I want base table, but I don't want view. View I already created, but now I don't want. Then you say drop view name. For example, drop view north sales. Drop view north sales. A view named north sales will be dropped, will be deleted. Drop view north sales. The view named north sales will be dropped, will be deleted. So base table can be dropped, views can be dropped with the help of drop table. Base table will be dropped. Drop view. The view can be dropped. There is a table called alter table. Alter table. If I am altering the table, base table, I am not dropping, I am doing some alterations to the base table. As the views are dependent on base table, the alterations will affect the view. Once again, on a base table, I created views. Now I am doing some modifications on the base table. As the views are dependent on base table, the alterations which are done on the base table will immediately reflect onto the view. So alter table students add, I added something like a grade and results. Grade and results. If I do some alterations to the base table students, then these alterations will automatically affect the corresponding views. That is the point to be observed. Dear students, in this class, we had a discussion on views. A view is a logical window on the base table. A view is a logical window on the base table. Base table is physical and it contains it is a conceptual level, it is a logical level which contains the complete data. But view will not have complete data. It is only a logical window which is focused on the base table. On a base table, you can create any number of views. And also a view can be created on multiple tables. With view, you can filter rows. With view, you can filter columns, and you can have only the required data can be visualized from the view. And coming to the view, it is views, data independency, and security is the most important concept you can attain with the help of views. Views can be updated, views can be deleted. Base tables can be updated, base tables can be deleted. If base table is deleted, view gets deleted. While deleting the base table, you can use the restrict and cascade options. Similarly, while updating views, we will be using one command called check option, with which you will be updating views. You can destroy the view, drop view, view name, drop view, view name. You can demolish the view which is created. You can drop the base table, drop table, table name, restrict, drop table, table name, cascade. You can drop the table. You can create the view with the help of create view command, create view, view name, create view, view name as select asterisk from base table where condition. So you can create views, you can demolish views, you can create base tables, you can demolish the base tables. And views are more comfortable. Views are more comfortable to visualize the required data and to have the security. So these are the striking points what we discussed in today's class.